Hello and welcome to the Inbetween Podcast. I'm your usual host, Joe Scumbrace, and I'm joined here by Tony Tones@RT.
We almost had an upset.
We almost had an upset because I was listening to the stream on stream and it was almost double stream.
It was almost as if we had a soundboard.
Yeah. We don't have a soundboard.
No. Our delay is really good today though, compared to what it usually is.
This is the Inbetween Podcast about gaming news and everything in between. Usually we have a meme here, but I don't know what the meme is this week.
Minecraft Mondays.
Well, we should have said hello and welcome to Minecraft Monday because we never record on a Monday usually, but we are today.
We have done on the occasion.
The Artifact podcast was on a Monday because I remember Nim's News Network being on.
Yeah.
And he always does that on a Monday. So, anyway, are we just going to go straight into trailers like we did last week?
Yeah, straight into. I haven't even got time.
I literally saw this literally came out 4 hours ago. This is half the press.
Hot news.
There's a brand new Dead by Daylight chapter coming out.
Ooh.
And if you know, I love Dead by Daylight. Do you have any guesses as to what it could be? Have you read the podcast notes?
No.
Okay. I'll let you try and guess it just by watching this then.
Okay.
Depends if you've seen this. You know
Probably
what that is?
Not. It's not Resident Evil.
No. It's the Demogorgon from Stranger Things.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
It looks a lot like one of the things from Resident Evil, but okay.
No, it's like a plant creature sort of thing. Anyway, they're doing a collaboration with Stranger Things.
Yeah, I've not watched Stranger Things.
Good show. I watched
season 1.
I've watched season 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
There's the third season out at the moment they have to watch. And I'm like, well, I should probably watch season 3 then if this is coming out.
To me, it's like another Heroes. I'm not saying because I think Heroes is bad, but I'm not saying it's bad. I just think it's gonna be like one of the things where lots of people like it, but I don't.
No, I think it's actually a really good series.
Okay.
Watch season 1 and then tell me.
It's on season 3 now, right, or something?
Yeah, season 3 just came out.
It just came out. Okay.
So with this chapter, usually with a chapter we get one killer and one survivor. With this chapter, we're getting one killer, the Demogorgon, 2 survivors, Steve and Nancy, and a new map, the Hawkins Laboratory. So that's pretty cool.
It's a lot of effort, a lot of work.
It is Gamescom at the moment, so there's probably going to be a bunch of Gamescom news next podcast.
Yeah.
Because
we need time to
it's just starting now as we speak. And
yeah.
I was watching it literally before the podcast.
I didn't even realise it was Gamescom.
No, I didn't realise until today or yesterday.
Yeah.
And Jeff Knightley was on stage and he said, "There's a very special guest here," and I said, "He's gonna say Hideo Kojima because he fucking loves Hideo Kojima."
No, he said he just wanted the building. It was like it's either Elvis or Hideo Kojima.
True. Anyway, move on to the next news. There's a new Warhammer Vermintide 2 expansion, Winds of Magic, coming out.
I like his hat. That's
pretty cool. Some people don't like the DLC for Warhammer because it's kind of expensive and it's like a couple of maps usually.
Yeah. You don't have to buy it though.
They do it through like the Payday 2 system where if somebody owns the DLC, he can host the server and you can all play the DLC sort of thing.
That's like the Paradox system as well.
But there's like a new enemy. There's some new stuff coming with this. I think there's a new difficulty level as well. Nightmare difficulty. Winds of Magic. I'll try and find a full list of features.
Wait, why has it got such a low Steam rating?
Has it?
It had like 3.5 stars. Unless I missaw that flash.
2. Vermintide 2. It's giving me Total War now. Hang on. Vermintide 2. This is the new Minotaur character.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 3.5 stars. It's
probably the DLC, I'd say.
But
people seem to always be upset about the
DLC.
DLC.
It's mixed recently. Also, I mean, that's why I don't like.
Let's have a look. Because they've updated
Hot Garbage
version
2.0. What?
Everything fun about the game is reworked and or nerfed into oblivion. The combat went from fast-paced, frantic fun to drawn-out, banal slug. This is recent as well. This is this is after I started playing. So
this one was like
because they're basically with this DLC, they're also they're like such a big change to the game because I had to download like a 30GB patch as well.
Wow, okay.
Because they're moving the game from 1.0 to 2.0 because they're like we completely changed a lot of the systems of the game.
But people don't like those big updates. When they
people are saying they don't like the update in the DLC, so I'll have to try it out.
Wasn't that true from whenever WoW did like a big old overhaul and update and number crunching and things? People hated that as well, didn't they?
Hate what?
whenever they did like a huge like overhaul of like systems in WoW.
Yeah.
I don't know when those are, but like I vaguely remember like TollBiscuit always talking about, oh, there's a big old update, reworking everything.
That came out, I think.
That's like the other day, right?
Yeah, like a couple of weeks ago. So I have to try that out and see what it's like. We've got another trailer. Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. I said this was going to come out. It was announced in Japan, and it's also coming to Steam in the Europe as well, and I guess the US. Any country that has Steam, I guess. So look out for that.
Any country that has Steam.
It's coming out October 29th on the consoles, and then for Steam PC release, it's going to be in winter. So it's going to be a little bit delayed. Some people, I've never played a Monkey Ball game, but I have played Monkey Ball-like games.
I wouldn't want to play this in VR. It was very motion sickening, moving the whole level. But
people were saying that, because this is a rework of one of the previous games, and people were saying they wish they'd done one of the other ones, like Monkey Ball 1 or something like that.
Yeah.
But this is the one they chose to remaster and put on PC. So
making me kind of motion sick, or maybe motion
just
pleasing.
Watching it. Yeah. Rock of Ages 3
this is the big
has
news.
Been announced. This is big news.
Big news to me, anyway.
Have you played Rock of Ages 2? Because I have not.
No, I think I own it though.
Do you own Rock of Ages?
I think so.
Because we did a spotlight of Rock of Ages 1 and we really loved it.
I loved it, but
you can be a rolling piece of cheese. Sold. Bigger and bolder. Let's see if I own it.
So good.
I own Rock of Ages 2 as well, and neither of us have played it. Yeah, we both own it, I think. Let me check. Yeah, no, you want this. You want this. Okay.
TollBiscuit recommends it.
The thing I didn't like about the first game was I didn't like the RTS element where you had to defend your gate as well. I just wanted to solely be a boulder smashing.
You could technically though. You didn't have to do any of the RTS. It just like
when you got into like the later levels, you kind of had to do more RTS stuff. Looks like this has a.
This looks a little bit more
map builder and stuff.
Yeah. Oh my god, this cheese is so powerful.
If you don't know what Rock of Ages is, basically...
What's that?
You're a giant rock smashing down a hill
through ages.
In different historical ages, and it's very Monty Python-like in the humour. And it reminds me of the Holy Grail kind of...
All of the Monty Pythons, to be honest, have that sort of that look. Yeah, it's more Holy Grail-esque.
Published by boys Sega. Sega!
It's always been published by Sega.
So, big news about the Minecraft. The Minecraft Super Duper Graphics Pack is ceasing development.
Is it big? It's not even in the quick
huge news.
It's not even
this podcast. This podcast is at the moment on Twitch is titled "Minecraft is a Game." This is big news. We are applying for Minecraft Monday.
Okay.
And we're not going to get in, but it's fine.
We're not doing any gameplay.
We are Minecraft YouTubers now.
Okay.
We always have been.
Yeah,
my first video on YouTube is me making a Minecraft Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah.
So. But basically, they were going to add 4K textures and shaders to the Xbox One version of Minecraft and the Windows 10
because you can't install
edition.
the same sort of resource packs as you can on PC.
Because the way that packs work on the Windows 10 version and the Bedrock editions is you have to purchase DLC. You purchase like skin packs, and you can purchase maps and stuff like that to play. So they wanted to update Minecraft original textures and put them in 4K and add shaders. Basically said it was way more of a grueling task, and they're realizing they couldn't get it to run well. I think the problem was, shaders you can get to run on a high-end gaming PC, but getting it to run on like a PS4 or something.
No.
I don't know if it was because the Xbox One X or S or something is the most powerful console in the world. Yeah, and also Microsoft makes that console, so they would be familiar with it.
But even then, it's not like the most powerful graphics card and CPU you can get. So. And it's APU technology, not like dedicated.
Because this, shaders and we saw the path tracing stuff that was done through a Patreon mod. That was OpenGL, so that's software based.
Yeah.
So they're cancelling that, but Nvidia is teaming up with Minecraft, Mojang, and they're making RTX ray tracing.
Whoever thought this was going to happen? Nvidia teaming up with Mojang.
Is it weird that out of all the RTX stuff I've seen,
most excited about
Minecraft ray tracing or Quake ray tracing?
The one before this was it like Call of Duty doing like sound ray tracing?
Oh, audio ray tracing.
Yeah, which makes sense.
I don't know what's going on with that.
Well, it's going to be the same, just with sound.
Looks good. Like the example they show off is gold actually looks like gold with
but it does.
on.
It does just like shaders. I don't really see. I mean, obviously, it's going to be like more unique lighting depending on like what you build. So it's like actually what you see. It's not like hard coded.
This is for the Windows 10 C++ Bedrock edition of Minecraft. So this is enabling people who play the Windows 10 version and don't have the Java mods for shaders, or for people like me who can't figure out how to get Java installed on my computer anymore.
Well, I just
so
always
weird.
had
So
it
if you
installed.
don't know, you don't need Java to play Minecraft anymore because
it's packaged into it.
Mojang has their own version of Java that is packaged into Minecraft, and it comes installed and will only be used for Minecraft.
I think as of 2017, that
for if
you make a Java game or like a self-contained package, that's what they want you to do now, not install it separately. But I still do that for mods, so.
Because I was trying to install Forge and Optifine to install some shaders for vanilla Minecraft.
I was thinking about that. If I remember correctly, when Forge is in like early mode, like Optifine doesn't play nice with it, so you have to wait into like a more stable Forge.
But I saw someone streaming and they were using Forge and Optifine on the newest Minecraft.
They probably had the right CPU.
The right CPU?
Yeah, 'cause it might be like a compiling issue, like when it's like early software.
But it's like I would open Optifine and just nothing would happen.
Yeah.
Java just
I have no
closed.
idea what was going on with that.
And I saw people having similar issues with Java as well, and they said just try and reinstall it, and I did, and it didn't fix it.
I think you just have to.
Do you want to talk about our Minecraft server? Because I said we could go on the Minecraft server live. If we're going to
go on
live. We've done the live Minecraft playthrough before.
You continue doing your roof.
Because look, I installed Java, and
you have the three options. You have released some Forge.
I installed Forge through the Twitch launcher, which isn't the newest version of Forge, which I think is compatible with Optifine.
Yeah. Interesting. Because I just installed Forge normally. I wonder if I can get my Optifine.
Because shaders are now bundled into Optifine. Yeah. And then you use use the OpenGL extension to tweak the shaders and post-processing.
I think you can, in older versions of Minecraft, you can still get a shaders mod if you don't want to run Optifine.
It's on the creative server, I think. Well, I can't show you anything about what we're doing then, because it's a giant sand flat world. Michael! Hang on, I'm going to have to message Michael about this. What the fuck's going on?
I think I asked for a flat desert world, and he did it right there and then for some reason.
We can't show you what's going on in the Minecraft server because
you have to message him.
Yeah, well, I can't now.
Message the admin.
Admin. Okay, well, that was trailers for this week. And we talked about Minecraft, so there you go.
Quick news.
We're on to quick news.
It was never quick.
I'm going to make it quick this week.
Okay.
Night Dive Studios announced they are developing System Shock 2 Enhanced Edition. They developed System Shock 1 Enhanced Edition. They're now working on number 2. So that's cool. Apex Legends. I've actually been playing this week because they have finally made a solos event.
Oh.
They've made a limited time game mode where you can play solos. And they're like, the games was... Because they've been hard sticking to this 3 people is the best way to play Apex. We want people to play trios.
It might be the best way.
They said they're going to test it out for this limited time event, and hopefully they add it to the game because I really enjoyed playing solos on Apex.
I never understood this bold. I'm gonna say it's maybe not bold-headed, but surely you want to play however you want to play. Why is it their vision that overrides yours?
But till the end of this month, you can play solos. The game itself is pretty fun. I think it's in a good state. And
is it any different from before, or is it?
They've done some buffs and nerfs. They did a random nerf on the R301 for some reason, and they didn't nerf the longbow, even though it's the most broken gun in the game. But okay. I played I've been playing solos, and I've been playing ranked.
What's that shit gun called?
The Mozambique.
Yeah.
That's the worst gun in the game.
Is it still terrible?
There's an attachment for it now, but I still say it's pretty bad.
I remember when Apex first came out.
They said they like that it's a meme gun because it's so bad.
I said to Michael, I don't know why we were talking about Apex, but I was like, oh yeah, the Mozambique's a shit gun. And it was like, well, it's named after Mozambique. What did you expect?
Apex is a really fun game, but the problem is EA's been getting in trouble again. Because they've been trying to shove monetization down people's throat. To a point where Respawn admitted they broke our promise with the Apex Legends current loot box riddled event.
Feels bad, man.
So basically, there's a new heirloom skin. So if you don't know, there's if you open 500 boxes in Apex, you can get this one knife skin, which replaces the melee weapon for Wraith. Right. It's a very rare weapon. And they added another one, which was a hatchet, right, for Bloodhound.
Sounds like kind of similar to TF2 or CSGO.
In order to be able to purchase the hatchet for about 30 quid or something, you had to unlock every single other item in the Iron Crown event. And the only way to get these Iron Crown stuff is by buying Iron Crown currency and unlocking Iron Crown boxes. And someone worked it out. It's like, in order to get this heirloom weapon, you'd have to spend like 200 quid on the game just to get it.
Is this a minimum or was that the expected?
Minimum, I think.
Oh my god.
No, probably expected. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know the maths exactly. But it's something around there.
Yeah. That's still ridiculous. Because expected is what you're more likely to get. Jesus Christ.
So they said changes are coming. Respawn will add and rotate all 12 of the event exclusive legendary items into the store over the course of the final week of the event for the regular legendary skin cost of 1,800 Apex coins. So you don't have to go through loads of loot boxes trying to get them. They said you can buy them individually now. They also got in a bit of trouble as well because there was a Respawn employee and the community manager were arguing with people on Reddit. They're calling them asshats and saying they were entitled, and it was a really bad look for them. Basically, they're basically saying, they're entitled, and lots of people pay the game for free, and you should be happy that we can still support the game, stuff like that.
Yeah, but no, that's really dumb because there's better ways to support a game than with shitty.
So I can find the exact quotes. Called them asshats and dicks. I think this is going to lead to Respawn not communicating with people again if their community manager is having a go at people.
Oh,
they're not hey, everyone found the dick I was talking about. I think technically I was calling gamers dick. I don't know. He tried to clarify. He joked that most players are freeloaders.
Right.
Yeah. It seems like the thing about Apex for me is I love the game is great.
Yeah.
But the monetization and the
being attached to EA servers.
The monetization being attached to EA.
Yeah.
And the lack of updates is what really hurts this game, even though it's a fantastic game, which sucks. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I played ranked as well with Andy and Matt, and we tried the ranked mode, which is pretty cool. I really like the rank system in this. So the way it works is, didn't mean to push that. When you go into, so you start at bronze, which is the lowest rank, of course. To go into a game at bronze, you don't lose any points by losing. You gain points by getting kills, and you gain points for placements. More points for kills than placement. So it tries to make you go for kills instead of just camping, right? Then when you get into where I am now, I got into silver. Every time I go into a game, the points are called RP, right? Mm-hmm. Ranked points. And to get into a game in silver, I have to pay 1 RP. So if I don't get a kill, or I don't...
So you just leave immediately, you've already lost it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But basically what happens is if I don't get a kill, or if I don't place high enough, I could lose points. And so you're buying into your games every time, which is a really cool system.
That's really good. Yeah,
and I haven't really seen that anywhere else. And so the initial cost is up front, and then you know exactly how many kills or how well you have to do in order to advance.
Is there a reset time? If you lose it after a next season of ranked, or is it?
I don't know. I think they've only really done one season. I didn't play for season 2. I think we're in season 3 now.
Interesting.
When they added ranked, I'm not sure. Or the new map, because they added a new map as well, which is really cool.
I guess they could move the ranked around.
Sorry, they didn't add a new map. They changed the map completely because.
Oh, okay.
You remember the dinosaurs start attacking and all this shit start breaking.
Just like Fortnite.
Yep.
Dinosaurs attack.
Anyway, quick news. Killing Floor 2 is going to offer paid weapon DLC for future contents. Basically, they said in order to keep supporting the game, they're going to offer paid weapon DLC. That's the way they're going to do it, which lots of people are unhappy about. I own Killing Floor 2. I've owned it for a while, and I haven't really played it at all, to be honest with you. Because I was waiting for it to be in a more finished state, but I don't know anymore if I'm going to be playing. Not because of this specifically, but because I really enjoyed Killing Floor 1, but nothing really made me want to go and play Killing Floor 2, despite owning it since pretty early access. So, I don't know. Anyway. Got to turn that off. FTC panel reveals troubling relationship between streamers and loot box creators. There was this article. They found one publisher, so I think it's maybe blown a little bit out of proportion. I want to keep things, a little bit less clickbaity. But,
a publisher once offered.
They did like a investigation, the FTC, which is the Federal Trade Commission or something.
I think so, yeah.
Something like that. I'll look it up. FTC. Federal Trade Commission, yeah. Because I don't know much about American stuff, but basically they were talking to them and asking them questions about the relationship between publishers and streamers, and it came out that one of them said, someone who was like an agent for some streamers said a publisher would offer to change the chances of a loot box to make it better for the streamer, so more people would buy loot boxes, which is kind of shady shit,
Yeah.
If
that's misrepresentative, and especially for like a gambling mechanic.
Because people got in big trouble with the CS:GO gambling websites where people like Phantom Lob were giving themselves better odds in order to make it appear better, and not disclosing their ownership in the website.
Yeah, I think that was
profiting off that.
Yeah,
but this would be more like they don't own the the loot box website.
No, it's just
they would just get paid to make it appear like they were better odds.
This is more just misrepresentation instead of like I don't know what the.
So I just say there was one case of this was said from one publisher. But be careful when you're watching, streamers unboxing and you think, oh, this guy's getting tons of stuff from loot boxes, maybe I'll buy some. It may not be representative of the actual product.
Just don't buy loot boxes.
Don't buy loot boxes.
Don't pre-order. Don't buy loot boxes. Don't go to bed.
Danny die. Don't go to bed. So we talked about our Elite Plants vs. Zombie game. Plants vs. Zombie Battle for Neighborville has been trademarked in Europe. So I'm excited for a new Plants vs. Zombie game, although the second Plants vs. Zombie game was like a really shitty microtransaction game on the mobile, which was terrible. So I'm hoping it's more like Plants vs. Zombies 1, but it probably won't be because it's EA. Discord now lets you stream your gameplay to a server, so it's not like screen sharing in a video in a normal Discord call. You have to be specifically streaming a game, and you can go live, and then your friends can click on you and they can watch your gameplay when you're on a server with up to 10 people. I tried to test this. They said it's slowly rolling out the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So I guess our Discord servers don't have this feature yet.
I assume that the paid servers and
also because my friend Andy wanted to try it and he was reading the FAQ. You have to be on Windows 8 or 10 to stream it. They said that the support for Windows 7 isn't there at the moment, so it's still in testing phase.
Because Windows 10 has like different codecs. And,
Yeah, but BTTV is like a third-party thing, and I don't know. So that's cool. I wanted to try that out, but I have to wait for that to come out fully. Steam Workshop support has been added for Rivals of Aether, so you're now allowed to create custom characters. Oh, fucking hell. In this fighting game. So that's pretty cool.
Just like Soul Calibur.
Valve now has added additional titles to the Steam Play whitelist. If you don't know, Steam Play is basically a way they allow Linux to play Steam games. So the brand, if you want to read this list, there's about 20 new games added.
It used to be called Proton or something, right?
Proton?
Yeah, it's like a different name or something. I don't.
Well, Proton was an operating system.
I swear, like Valve had like in the
Proton Linux. Let's look it up.
Yeah.
Maybe it was. It's a tool used for the Steam client which allows games which are exclusive to Windows run on Linux. Yeah, you're right. The thing I love about Wine, or not Wine, but there's a Linux thing called Wine, and it's called Wine because it's like an emulator, but it's not an emulator. And it's called Wine because it's called Wine is not an emulator. So
but it kind of is easy to use as one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see more Linux games because obviously.
Basically, I just wanted to put this in to say, Tencent's making their own Overwatch-like game that's releasing, I think, a couple days ago now, and I just wanted to put this in to say China #1 because there's no copyright in China, and you can just make some weird Overwatch game in China. China #1.
Okay.
Oh, Call of Duty Modern Warfare is coming out soon.
Who would have thought?
I wrote Modern Warfare 2019, so we didn't get confused.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The multiplayer beta arrives on September 12th. It's going to have... So the game modes are going to be 2v2, 6v6, 10v10, 20v20, and Ground War, which is 50v50.
Rumour.
So maybe the 50v50 will be like Battlefield, and they'll finally add vehicles to COD.
Yeah.
They might try and go in that direction. There is a rumour that there's going to be a standalone Battle Royale Call of Duty game with Modern Warfare. This is rumour and speculation. I don't know about this. This is unconfirmed.
Doesn't have
but it says it's going to be free to play. Sorry?
The rumour doesn't have a U in it.
What?
Your rumour. Second U isn't there.
How do you spell rumour, isn't it?
I think that's the American one. I don't know, actually.
R-U-M-O-R.
Yeah.
Is that the American spelling?
Americans don't put U's in their things, like colour.
Oh, I'm using the American one. The English one is another one. Okay. I never knew there was a difference. So.
Okay.
Quick news. There is no preload for Borderlands 3 on the Epic Games Store.
Because the Epic Games Store doesn't have it.
Tim Sweeney from Epic said, "I'm sorry, we cannot support for preloading in the Borderlands release timeframe." Despite the fact that Randy said on Twitter he thought that it probably would be ready in time.
Why would he think that, though?
So he said, "We also acknowledge that Borderlands 3 does not exist today, but rather it will exist in September. The Epic Store will be different when the game launches. It will become a boon to their store if they bring sufficient features to make the customer experience great for us." What features are we talking about here, Randy?
Do they have one?
We're in September, and in September we have...
We're in August, but we're close to September.
In August, we now just got
cloud
saves for the Epic Games Store. This is what they've added, and they've added Humble Bundle keyless integration, so you'll be able to you'll be able to link your Epic Games account with your Humble account and have your game straight on there. But they've missed so many deadlines for other things for the Epic Games
Store. I would rather they didn't bother with either of those things and did a shopping cart and review system and preloading.
Speaking of Epic Games Store, Steam now has a new ignored feature where you can now mark a game as owned on another platform.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And it will hide it from the store, but can be still used to generate recommendations for you.
Ooh.
So if you own something somewhere else and it keeps getting recommended to you, instead of saying, "I don't like this game," you're now saying, I own this game somewhere else, use that in my recommendations, which is a really cool feature. I really like that. New YouTube copyright policy. So policy preventing copyright owners from making monetization on manual claims. So short song clips, example, 5 seconds of a song, or unintentional audio, like music coming from a passing car.
I think
claimants can still block monetizations or the video itself, but timestamps should help you edit out the claim.
Okay.
So you can't make money off manual claims off a 5-second clip of a video.
Is EX like an American thing? So
Sorry?
we use EG as example.
No, EX gets used sometimes.
I've never seen that.
Oh, I use it sometimes.
It's always like E.G.
Why is it E.G?
I don't know. It's like an old English thing, I think, maybe.
Example?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
You have to Google it.
So YouTube said this is an important step with more to come towards a better copyright system for content creators and music partners long term. So that's cool. It looks like they are actually trying with the YouTube copyright system again.
So I can see both Ethan, PewDiePie, Grande, and Dylan Dark.
They are YouTubers, so this is good news. Bridge Constructor Paul is on the Xbox Game Pass, and people at a Digital Foundry, the good guys working over there, they figured out that if you change the graphics on the PC Pass on PC and then you head over to your Xbox, it will change the graphics on the Xbox version as well. There's a video about this if you're interested in seeing the full details on the Digital Foundry YouTube channel. Basically, what they figured out was if you ramp up the graphics to the highest on the PC, you can make it run terribly on the Xbox with like 8 times anti-aliasing.
Yeah. Actually adding lighting.
And it turns out this game, when you turn up the graphics on an Xbox, it runs terribly, getting like 10 FPS instead of the 60.
It's probably thermal throttling to hell, is what I'm wondering. Or it just doesn't have the CUDA cores.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Spelunky 2 has been delayed till 2020. And Superhot Presents is a new... Superhot's making its own fund for indie titles. So they will be getting some money together and trying to help some indie games become a reality. It's in the quick news. I thought that was pretty quick.
That's quick news. Actually.
Go on.
No, we can continue. Go on to the next one.
Okay.
But
main news: No Man's Sky Beyond. What are you going to say?
I played some of it.
Is that what you're
in
going to say?
VR.
Wait, what?
Yesterday.
Where have you got VR from?
Callum has PS4.
Oh, PSVR.
VR, yeah.
Okay.
And he bought No Man's Sky for it.
Okay, and how was it?
I wouldn't go fast in the ship, and the controls are a bit fiddly.
But this is it a PS4 or a PS4 Pro?
I think it's just a PS4, not a Pro.
Okay. So this isn't representative of like what it would be like on a gaming PC with like a Vive or a Oculus Rift or the Index.
Like a tier 1. Like actually because isn't like the original like PS4 with their VR is like equivalent to like the first Oculus like dev kit or something.
I think it runs at like 90 hertz. The PSVR.
I think you're right. I don't think the resolution is as good though.
No,
I think it has better refresh rate, but worse resolution.
I know the PS4 itself can only output 1080p.
Yeah.
And then the PS4 Pro can do 4K 30.
Yeah. Because there was one issue with it with this version, was just like the text from a distance like got really pixelated. Like it wasn't even like blurry. It was just like
that was something I struggled to read text on the original Vive.
Yeah.
So
I was kind of experiencing that sort of thing. So that's what I'm saying. It's like kind of like original Oculus.
Well, you were playing it with a controller as well, weren't you?
Because the Move controllers.
The Move controllers. Yes. Okay. So you actually
I was
up.
Yeah. So you bring your left hand up.
Not many people own Move controllers, but they've kind of had a resurgence with the PSVR.
Yeah. Callum said like they're shit, but they get the job done. And I wish they did a new version of it that weren't shit because they're like 5 years old technology.
I don't know if I still have them, but I actually had Move controllers myself.
Yeah. It's
kind of PSVR.
Very interesting though. Very hard to, very easy to crash into everything and die, but that's okay. We tried milking animals.
Did it go well?
He fed some animals.
Yeah.
And then they just pooped immediately.
Did you try one thing I'd want to try in the VR, base building? Did you try that?
Yeah, we tried a little bit of base building. It was okay.
Because I watched the video of Sean Murray talking about this update, and he said they basically designed everything to be able to be used in VR from the ground up, kinda.
So now you can put down like a refinery to like start doing stuff like right there, like you basically put a base anywhere, which is kind of like it's kind of more like Minecraft in that respect now. And so you just place a refinery to get more complicated stuff to start building a base.
Did you play single player? Did you try any multiplayer?
It was just single player.
Okay. Because Sean Murray was talking about in the video I watched on YouTube. I think it was with IGN.
Well, they increased it from like 5 to 30.
Yeah, but he's saying like they were matching people up in like 4-player missions for like quests and stuff. And they found that when they got them to go out and do a mission together or build a base together, they found that usually those players would want to continue playing with each other and team up and stuff.
Yeah, because they have a quest lobby now, and like because you can summon in in one play you summon in like the big hub, which you kind of saw in the trailer just there.
Well, because the original No Man's Sky, you really didn't have any direction other than trying to figure out this weird puzzle where you're talking to this weird shape in the sky.
There's like 3 ways to play now. It's like well, maybe 4. Like there's like the story, but that's not. Once you've done it, like you've seen it. But like, you need like base build, go and collect stuff, and like scan stuff.
Yeah.
Or you do like just missions basically, and like get your rep up with people and like trade and stuff. Those are the kind of the 3 play styles. You kind of like go and touch each one. I think. Didn't Sean Murray say like different people who like there's like 3 different play styles and like the other people don't understand the other people's play styles?
Yeah, he was talking about that. So he was saying like
I'm kind of in the middle of all of them.
There's people who like to just play on their own, and then there's a subsection of people who just want to play multiplayer.
And some people just want to build a base that's really big.
Some people like farming and stuff like that.
I really want to farm and build a base. That's my main.
So the big changes are 16 to 32 players on multiplayer, VR support, the Nexus social space.
Yeah.
Because they said one of the cool things was you can get modifications for your ship, and if you want to go and show that off, you can go to the Nexus. You can instantly I think you need to fast travel there.
No, you kind of summon it to you basically.
Yeah, okay.
That's its loading screen technically. So you summon it to you and you just fly in.
So basically what you do is you have this social space where you can meet up with other random players, and you can show off your ship, and you can go to shops and buy things. That sort of social space. creature taming, riding, and milking. So there's like a farming system.
Yeah.
There's
We started that, but
there's missions specifically multiplayer. There's cooking and recipes.
yeah.
More aliens, power and logic and industrial bases. When I saw this, I was thinking like
Redstone.
Redstone in
It
Minecraft
looks
or
like it is.
wire technology in Gary's mod sort of thing.
I think it looks more like some of like the modded redstone stuff you see by the looks of it. 'Cause you can, like, because they have like the power stuff is like similar to the Fallout 4 base building wires.
I think I saw something about Sean Murray put onto it. He said in like the past week or something they've done like 13 different patches because it was having some issues with performance. See if I can find it.
It is a big update though. I'm not surprised.
Like a bunch of hot fixes.
You can ride like something, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he said 18 bills released in 48 hours. Did you see that when they bought a sign in the middle of England? They put up "Thank you, Hello Games" sign from the No Man's Sky.
Oh yeah, did they get kickstarted or something?
And they like funded a sign from the No Man's Sky Reddit.
It's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, I will say one thing: don't get really close to the aliens. They're really scary.
Oh, okay.
In VR.
I saw Poke streaming it in his Index, and he said that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I reckon the Index would be.
But
really
No Man's Sky kind of has that blocky kind of more cartoony art style, which I don't think you kind of need a more powerful system.
No, but it has lots of particles and lighting so they've got like low textures, but like lots of stuff everywhere is what they've done. It's kind of the modern Peter Molyneux look, to be honest. Like that's what they try. But 22 cans, 24 cans.
So did you enjoy playing it in VR more than because you play on PC as well, or the old version?
The VR one was better because like it still has this, but you have to like hold like an item, like you have to like hover over something, like hold the click down.
Yeah.
It makes much more sense in VR than the flipping. Like, why can't I just click in it, flip a mouse?
Because they said
that's how UI works.
They completely redesigned the inside of the ship and stuff to be played in VR and stuff.
You can actually grab the things and it's actually so like you can't do this with your left hand. Then
similar to like Elite Dangerous or something like that. In VR.
A little bit more simplified, but like it's kind of you have to open the hatch like with your hand as well.
No, for the longest time, Tony's been saying, "I want to do a spotlight on the new No Man's Sky."
And there's always a new update.
There's always a new update, and he always says, "Oh, can we do it this week?" He says, "No, I need to get to that part in my save game that I want to show off," and then he never does.
It's because the start is absolutely awful. I will say that still. Like it's still really slow. And lots of walking.
I played the start, and I didn't realize you could sprint in the game. You remember that?
You had like a jetpack at the start now as well. I don't know if that was when you played it.
I played it on launch. I think
you have to upgrade the jetpack. I think you get it by default now, like part of, like the very first thing you build.
But it's like you need to get from here to here, and I was like, "Fuck me, this is taking so long." And then I realized once I got there was a sprint button, and I could have been sprinting the whole time, and I was so pissed off.
There's some things where like once you get like a lot of resources, like a lot of the annoyances disappear, but the very early game's a bit annoying.
Right.
Which I think is a bit odd because a lot of open. Like Minecraft sort of games, like it's
resource management games.
It's more interesting at the start than the end, but I think it's kind of the opposite for
that. Is how I feel about Minecraft. I think the first night of Minecraft is the most interesting day.
I think No Man's Sky is the exact opposite. The first night in No Man's Sky is the shittest.
Right. Anyway, the Steam Workshop submission now has to pass through a moderation staff for approval before the item becomes publicly visible. This is now in effect for Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Dota 2, and TF2. So these three games are having real big problems with fake items getting uploaded to the shop, scams to get people to say, "Hey, click here and you can get this free weapon," sort of thing. And these were just full of them.
This is like an older one where it's like trying to remove scams from workshop items.
So this is designed to prevent scams and account theft in the Steam Workshop.
Is this for all Steam Workshop items?
No, just those three games.
Yeah, just those three games. Okay, that's just where it's rampant, I guess.
Yeah, and that's somewhere Valve can control because they own those three. So
I assume like they might want to roll it out to any game that makes money from.
The problem is there'd be a big issue with manually approving stuff for every single Workshop game.
No, but they could like give like an option like, oh, if you're a publisher, you can like monitor your own.
Yeah,
stuff.
that'd be a good idea. But then I think the problem I see with that is, I play a Hat in Time and then I play the WarioWare mod for it, where it just gives you a bunch of mini games, and then I see that, and then I think, if a developer has to look at this and approve it, they're going to be scared of getting copyright. They're going to be scared of getting sued by Nintendo if they let that sort of stuff through.
Yeah.
I kind of prefer
But
more of the Wild West for the workshop.
But they don't. But they don't need to do that to approve it because they don't make money from any of the content on there. They don't like sell items that would be on the workshop.
Still, we see stuff like fan projects getting shut down.
Yeah. But I think I'll say that the different. Okay, what if they just implemented it on like actual items that come in your Steam inventory? Because that's kind of what this is for. Stuff that can be in your inventory. Because like a lot of workshop items do not have any like interfacing with your Steam inventory.
The same thing with like custom skins of copyrighted characters.
Yeah, I don't think that should be in your Steam inventory, like a copyrighted content.
But what if it was for like a single player game?
Yeah, but it wouldn't be. I'm saying it wouldn't be an actual item. It would just be a part of the game. So like no space engineering mod or like no Hat in Time DLC is like in your inventory. It's just part of the game.
I think this is a good change they made. Basically.
Yeah.
Also, Valve is cracking down on abuse of Steam's upcoming releases section. We talked about this in a previous podcast, but basically, you could just infinitely change the release date of your game, and people abusing this to get on the up and coming releases list to get more publicity for the game.
We were looking at it as like these are like old games, or like it's been on like up and coming for ages.
So now the changes to a title's release date now need to be approved by Valve. And the developers need to have a solid idea of when their games will actually launch. I think they also can't launch back into... If they say it's coming out on like August 18th, they can't go and say, hey, we're changing this to August 16th.
They can't bring it out early.
Yeah, I think once you've given a key idea, you can't change it to an earlier time, I think, as well.
Makes sense. It's a good change. We've had problems with this trying to look for Spotlight games. Like we had the opposite problem as well. Like new release was technically also up and coming.
Finally, this screenshot was posted to Steam. Change your intended release date. Your intended release date is currently set September 19th, 2019. If you need to make changes to this date, please contact Valve. The earliest possible release date you can select is August 5th, 2019. You'll be able to hit the release button at the point after this date, regardless of when your intended release date.
Oh, interesting. You can't even do like small increments then. You have to do it like week increments.
No, but like this was posted 14 days ago, which I assume is August 5th. So they're saying you can't say this game was available like 2 years ago, even though it's not come out yet. So that's a big change they made. Rocket League is changing how loot boxes work. So they're not removing them.
No, but they're starting to.
They're what they're doing is they're showing the crates' contents before you buy them, basically. This is coming after being acquired by Epic, who also did this with Fortnite Save the World. Initially, Fortnite Save the World you could buy loot boxes and it was just a gamble, but now it shows you exactly the contents of the loot box before you buy them, and then they change daily, sort of thing. So, seems like this is something Epic wants to do. They want to try and gain some more good rep, or because Epic doesn't really do that many loot boxes apart from Fortnite Save the World. And I know a lot of people really dislike the loot boxes that were added to Rocket League. So when this moves over to the Epic Store, we'll see how this change affects the community and that sort of thing.
Yeah, we'll see. I feel they should remove it entirely. Maybe that might be an option.
Months after Labour controversy, Rockstar has finally converted its game testers to full-time. They're no longer part-time and getting fired off whenever. Rockstar has finally made all of their testers full-time, so they shouldn't need to be too worried about their job security, which is really cool.
Yeah, okay. Wish they did it earlier though.
Move on to main topics. Apparently, only 19 developers have called for G2A's key blocking tool.
G2A is back in the news.
So the published list is Beer Money Games, Bossa Studios, CCP Games, Crimson Leaf, Deep Silver, Dirty Beast Games, Driner, Electromouse, Firearm Studios, Foxbite Games, Houndpick Games, Metal Bar, Odaka Studios Entertainment, Moonlight Mouse, Nyarg, Slimer Games, Squid Punch Studios, Tate Multimedia, and Troglodyte Games. So no one I've ever heard of apart from Deep Silver.
Yeah.
Beer Money Games sounds like it makes good games. I'm going to be honest. I like their name. I have no idea what they make.
No idea.
But this was saying they were going to add a new key blocking tool, basically.
Yeah. No one wants it. Who would have thought?
Subnautica claims that they want $300,000 of restitution because of their keys being sold on G2A.
Yeah.
And G2A has responded saying,
Nope.
We didn't exist back then. There's no way. So, here's what they said. Launched in 2014, G2A Marketplace was celebrating its 5th birthday this year. They said keys were allegedly stolen and sold before March 8th, 2013, 6 years ago. We paid $30,000 to deal with credit card chargebacks because of G2A. That's just slander, and we expect him to at least edit his post, if not straight up apologise. However, if Charlie Kuhn would like us to hire a professional auditing company to check if the keys from before 2014 appeared or on a non-existent marketplace, we encourage him to contact the G2A Direct team as per the initial offer. What are you going to say?
In his original post, was he actually talking about the keys from back then, or like after the fact? Because like they had updates and things. Because he's talking about the original update, like with the original game release. Subnautica was like 2013, not like the actual 1.0 release.
Wait, are these numbers correct? I feel like there should be 30,000.
No.
Because he said they paid 30,000 in credit card chargebacks.
I don't know. I would assume that one was wrong. I don't know. One of these numbers is wrong.
Yeah, I think so.
A lot of these numbers are wrong. I don't know. I don't know what anyone's talking about.
Because they're claiming that they had to pay 30,000 credit card chargebacks from G2A keys.
Yeah.
But G2A is claiming...
I don't know if in their original post they said that they said that the money... They paid the money in 2013, that the keys came from 2013.
They're saying that the allegedly stolen keys were sold before 2013, and they're saying the G2A Marketplace came out in 2014.
Yeah, but I don't remember the original post saying that.
Basically, what they've said with this new tool is, 19 people have signed up. Yeah. They said, yeah, we'll do the auditing stuff, but we need more people to sign up, is basically what they've said.
Yeah. I still think I'm going to say G2A is more prone to lying than someone else. So
I don't know. Anyway. Move on. So the final topic we got, before we talk about what we've been playing, the DARQ game from Steam wrote a blog post of why they turned down exclusivity deal from the Epic Store. DARQ's like a horror puzzle game that just came out recently. I think I saw someone playing it in the past couple of days. Basically, what they went on to explain is they advertised the game through Steam.
Yeah, they got them.
Epic came to them and said, hey, do you want to be an Epic exclusive? They said, we've advertised through Steam already. We don't think it's right to advertise through Steam and then go exclusively on the Epic Games Store. Can we do a deal where we're on both stores?
Yeah.
Non-exclusivity. And they said, no, not at this time. We don't want to offer multi-store games. So we just want exclusives.
Here's a question.
Yep.
Do you think the community will reward them and just buy the game even if they're not interested in it?
Someone said, I was reading a Reddit post about this, someone said people who think that it's good that they didn't go to the Epic Games Store
would buy it?
No, aren't going to buy the game if they weren't going to buy the game anyway. But what I would say is this does is it gives them more publicity, and more people can now see the game, and then people who might be interested in the game that hadn't seen it before now have seen it.
And it sets a precedent that someone can do it, which I think is good.
But people were also saying, because they denied them for a multi-store game, and then people pointed out that Epic had already announced Cyberpunk as a multi-store game already.
With AAAs, they can do multiple.
Despite them saying to DARQ that they were only going to do exclusives,
basically,
and they didn't have the capacity on their store to do multi-store games sort of thing. So
someone's lying.
Yeah, here it is. Epic's deal rejection very public. I found myself tagged in a tweet addressed to Tim Sweeney. Congrats to GOG, more proof that the multi-store feature is here now, which they're showing off on July 8th for GOG, Steam, and Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I'm not. I think unless you're a big AAA company, you can't really ask to be non-exclusive.
He used to say, I never intend to become the face of the Epic Store exclusivity controversy. Basically, that's just the guy who made DARQ was just saying, his dealings with Epic and how it's kind of interesting how they want to push the Epic Games Store exclusivity. Well, we've seen your No Man's Sky. Just talk about what I've been playing this week or playing in the past.
You say seen, heard.
We watched the trailer for No Man's Sky Beyond while you were talking about it.
Yeah.
Because we were going to show Minecraft. I'll talk about some other stuff I've been playing. I see what gameplay I have. Because I've got some gameplay on my computer. Let me have a look.
I will say I'll quickly say the reason we're trying to get the Minecraft server up because I built a automatic bamboo farm.
I said, do you have any images of this? And you said no. And I said, well, we'll just go on the server. But it's not on the server because you specifically requested.
No. I said to Michael, at some point I want like a creative desert world, and he was like, I'll do it now. Not in those words, but that's what he said, in effect.
Okay. So we're going to Battle Royale against, because I was talking about Apex. I tried the CSGO Battle Royale, but this is a terrible game because I had no idea what was going on and what was happening. I thought I was playing the game, and it turned out I was in a warm-up while we were waiting for players, because we kept respawning. I was like, what the fuck's going on? It's so strange, because when you're going into the game, you have to select a hex where you're going to land, and then like a helicopter rope takes you down, and then you select a gadget. So I think, first of all, I selected the shield, and I didn't know how to use the shield, and then I selected Kevlar and body armor. And you spawn with nothing, and then you have to collect money, which you can go and use to buy weapon caches, and you can get weapons. I think you can get like SMGs, pistols, and stuff like that, body armor and that stuff. This is just the warm up. I was trying to land near Andy, but I didn't, because we said we were going to land at the light. Because this is when you choose what your equipment is. And he said he's going to land at the lighthouse, and I was like, okay, I'll try and land at the lighthouse, but I didn't realise that if you click too close to where somebody else is landing, you can't do it. You have to land a certain distance away. So I just landed somewhere random.
So wait, hang on. So you clicked it, and it just decided to ignore you and go, it's too close, you can go somewhere random.
Yeah, that's
instead.
how like the game works.
What? Did not tell you to choose another place.
Because this is the cash things you use, because you need $250 to open that.
Yeah, okay. How do you get the money? Just find it.
You like break open these crates and stuff.
I guess people drop it when they've collected it.
And you can find stuff inside of them, guns and stuff.
I can kind of see the appeal from that part of it.
I actually quite like playing this. Actually, it's kind of interesting. I'd never played this before, but we talked about it when it came out, and we were going to play it the other day because I wanted to play with Andy and Saunders. But it's only duos. This you can only play it with 2 people.
Interesting.
So.
It kind of makes sense to like. I don't know. It's like more. It seems more grounded with CS:GO than like, even like PUBG or something. Like it just seems more.
What do you mean?
Well, because like you're slower and like.
Oh yeah.
It just seems more interesting to me. I don't know. I mean, I like Fortnite as well, but.
But definitely like Apex and Fortnite are a lot quicker and more fast paced.
But I can see the appeal of like, because I didn't like PUBG because like just how boring it looked. But this actually looks.
This is quite a small map. Then there's these drones, and I couldn't for the life of me figure out what these drones did or how to interact with them.
Can you not shoot them down?
I don't know if there's a tutorial for this because I couldn't figure out for the life of me like half the things of what to do. There's me trying to shoot people in CS:GO, and I never play CS:GO, so my shooting is terrible. And this is like CS:GO is like a heavy aim game.
Yeah.
Where it's like.
Does it have like realistic drop off, or is it more?
Yeah.
Scan? It does have okay.
I think it has.
Because it's more realistic.
I don't know if it's hit scan or bullet drop, but there's definitely lots of recoil.
Yeah. There's at least that.
See, it's a lot about knowing spray patterns, because you have like a healing thing you can use, and I only realised I had it like halfway through the game I was playing. We were fighting some people over there.
You're using like a sub pistol or something.
It's a Tech 9, so it's a automatic pistol.
Yeah.
It's one of the guns I actually know. Oh, I know all the guns, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm terrible with gun names, but.
Well, I've played like tons of Counter-Strike Source, and I've played like 100 hours of CS:GO.
Never fell for the skin insanity.
No, didn't. Well, I got plenty of hats in TF2. I played. So apparently these turrets are neutral, because I was like, why the fuck is this turret shooting me? Is that his turret? But apparently there's just like turrets on the map that
you
like
buy them?
shoot you. I don't know. I used the stim there, which gave me health and gave me a speed boost.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to play more of this. It actually looks really fun. Or I remember having fun playing it because I'd never played it. And I think there's 2 maps now because Andy said, which map do you want to play on? I was like, I don't know. I've never played this.
Okay. At least, potentially at least 2 maps.
I think Andy said with the drones, they always fly around other players. So you can always know like a general direction of where other people are.
Oh, okay, to keep it... You can't shoot them.
No, but I think... you might be able to get what they drop. I'm not sure. But
if you
follow the drones around...
Yeah.
Because it's like in PUBG or stuff, there's a plane that flies over and you drop out at certain points. But in this, everyone marks a location. As soon as someone marks a location, it shows you exactly where people have been. Because it shows a hex where someone's marked to land. So you can choose to land near people or you can choose to land away from people, which is kind of interesting.
If you choose last...
There's no parachute, and it's like you just swing down on the road.
Yeah, so if you choose last, you have less choice, but you know who's been going, where people are dropping.
I was like, Andy died, and I was like, I'm going to camp here and I'm going to kill this guy. I think I almost got him. I did 100 damage and he had 110 health. I was like, I almost killed him.
8th.
Yeah, unlucky.
Nice little animation there, though, that little icon.
See the replay from his perspective. Because they added kill cams to CSGO, which is something they never had.
Oh, that's how you killed Andy. Okay.
But look, I almost got him.
You got a headshot.
Almost got him.
Right in the head.
Yeah, we got 8th place out of 9, so that was pretty good.
8 out of 9.
But that was something I've been playing this week. What else? I haven't talked about Death Garden yet, and Death Garden is actually a kind of interesting game because we talked about Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
And this is the other game Dead by Daylight made that wasn't as popular. But they've done like Death Garden Blood Harvest basically, where they've re-released the game. They changed a lot of the systems.
Oh right, okay.
So it's kind of similar to DBD, where it's an isometric kind of
exercise.
1v. One person versus
okay.
5 people instead of 4.
Like asymmetric gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you do in this game is there's a hunter and he is trying to kill you, and what you're doing is you are a survivor or a scavenger or something, and what you're doing is you're trying to collect blood from these like canker sores, and then you have to deposit them into 3 different towers.
Yeah.
But I got confused at the beginning because you had a bow and arrow, and I was like trying to shoot the killer. You can't actually injure the killer. What you use the bow for is you use the bow to mark things. There's drones that the killer can put up that scan areas, and you can destroy the drones so it stops marking anyone that goes in that area.
Okay.
You want to collect these blood things with your teammates because then you can collect more blood. And then you have your special ability. So here's the killer. So I shoot down my special ability, which is smoke grenades, and then we run away.
Right.
Because you're very weak against the killer. It's very much like DBD, where you're supposed to hide from the killer and run away from him, not you're supposed to kill the killer sort of thing.
It looks interesting though. Like it's
similar vein,
but actually different.
Yeah. They had these like pus things you had to collect in DBD, and I was like, where did they get that idea from? And it's like, oh, okay, they got it from this game.
So that's like some like rudimentary
This game has dedicated servers, I think.
Okay. This is like some sort of parkouring
but
system.
You collect these power core things to refresh your special abilities, and then so you can play different classes, and every class has a special ability and an alternative special ability. So this drone went up, and if I get hit in this red area, I'll be marked.
Yeah, so it's
but
just.
What I can do is I can shoot the drone down, and then it won't mark the area anymore.
But you will know the drone went down there, though.
Yeah, and you can also disable drones before they go off as well.
So when it was rising up, you could shoot it, I guess.
So, and every time, so the basic arrows, you're basically collecting them so you can mark things for your teammates.
You can't infinitely mark things. Interesting. Okay.
You have to keep collecting arrows if you want it. To be able to keep shooting, hide in the smoke. To keep being able to shoot down drones and mark things, you have to keep collecting arrows, and then you collect the blue boxes for special arrows. So I think I escaped him here. Oh, got away. And then I was like, shit, he's marking an area.
Yeah, he's trying to find you, I think. Must be really annoying being the hunter though, with all these little people.
And the way the kill system works is kind of interesting. Here I am shooting down one of the drones, so this area is no longer marked, or that area is no longer marked, and they take time to recharge and then they turn back on.
Yeah.
So you have to keep them suppressed. And I'm shooting that tower to tell my teammates where to input. And that's what I'm disabling before it gets put up. So now you just stand near these things and you deposit. And basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to deposit enough blood to escape the match before the killer kills everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why blood? I don't understand the blood part.
I don't know.
Okay. I don't understand.
Just what they chose. I mean, they're Dead by
looks
Daylight
cool.
guys. They're like the Dead by Daylight guys. They like horror and blood.
Yeah.
Games, so
I mean, it looks cool,
sense.
but I don't understand why
And
you're
also,
collecting
you
blood.
they just did the new DLC you talked about on the podcast the other week. You can now play as the Terminator as one of the killers.
That'd be pretty cool.
Because I think the main two killers I played against was this guy who's very much he's going to run at you and kill you, but there was like this guy with like a deer skull head, and he like trapped a lot of the boxes. So if you interacted with them, then it like revealed you and stuff like that.
Okay, so the guy you're playing against now is like more like just normal.
Yeah, he's
Just
more like
try and kill
I'm
you.
gonna kill you,
Yeah.
like a.
Like a Rambo.
If someone listening's played Dead by Daylight, he's more like a trapper, or like a Leatherface or something like that. But yeah, this game is actually really fun. Like I was gonna say, you can change. There are different classes with different abilities. So I have smoke grenades. Some people can shoot shields at your teammates. You can shoot health at your teammates.
Yeah.
I've just bought a new guy from the store I saved up. He has a speed boost ability, which is pretty useful.
So there's still like other characters you can choose
Yeah.
then, just like.
And then on your
DVD.
character, you can choose you have another active ability you can buy from the shop, and as you level up your character and do challenges, you can also unlock different bonuses that you can equip, basically.
Yeah, okay.
So there's like tons of different ways to play a character.
And the hunter I assume has a
There's
similar thing.
yeah,
as well.
and there's lots of other different progression
Yeah.
things. So when you're caught by the hunter, if he takes you down to all your health, you go on the floor in like a knockdown state, and you can either run away and you can like try and hide, and your teammates can res you, or the killer can recycle you, which is like your first death, and then he can that respawns you, and you can carry on the match. And if he kills you the second time, he has the option to execute you, which puts you out of the match.
Okay.
And you have to spectate. The weird thing, I haven't played Killer yet, which is a big thing, because I think if I played Killer, I'd understand the game a lot more.
Yeah, you know how to hide and.
The killer can keep choosing to recycle you over and over again if he wants to farm points. So if the
Okay.
killer's good, he can just choose to let you live, but then he can come kill you again and get more points, which is kind of an interesting
Like a
gameplay
really-
mechanic.
That's really like eldritch ideal. It's like, why is he not killing me?
But what happens is you either all die, or I think when it gets down to 2 people, it starts basically similar to the end game in DBD, where the whole map is marked, right?
Andy's dead.
Yeah, Andy's dead. He got executed, not recycled. But I'll just skip to it.
It's a long game then.
Depends how quickly you can capture things together. But we got all the blood, so it's a scavenger domination, and now we're all alive in the... Oh, apart from Andy, but no one cares about Andy. Andy's dead.
Andy's dead.
But what happens is everyone gets marked on the map, and then the exits open. Or this teleporter spins down, and you have to try and escape. So this triggers if you get all the blood, or if only 2 of you are alive. I don't think do I get through? Oh, I just get through. That was a close one.
Get teleported away, or do you like sucked up? What's going on there?
I guess you get teleported away. This guy puts turrets down. That's like one of the things, and you can like shoot the turrets with the arrows. And I think this guy's marking things, because when you mark things, you get points. So he's just point farming at this point, because he knows he can escape. But it's a lot easier to escape if you collect the blood before the time runs out, because there's more of you.
Yeah.
And there's less time. But if there's only 2 of you left alive, then it will trigger this endgame state where you can try and escape. Yeah. I think all we got to talk about. Unless you want to... Oh, I played Secret Neighbor. I'll talk about Secret Neighbor and then we'll end.
Okay. So you actually played it in the end, and because you were asking me about it when you first played it.
Yeah.
So I watched.
Yeah.
I don't think I told you at the time, but I watched Funhouse play it.
Oh, okay.
Or Funhouse. I don't know.
I think the best way to play this game is to play with a bunch of friends and only talk in game. That's what we ended up doing.
I don't know. Funhouse didn't do that, but I think it's...
And I found that turning nameplates off is a big thing as well, because otherwise you just know exactly who's who, and like the killer's going to try and hide as someone else, sort of thing.
Why is the nameplate even like an option? That's what I don't understand.
It's turned on by default. Basically, what you're trying to do, because I didn't understand at first, you're trying to go around this house and you're trying to find enough keys to unlock locks to get into the killer's basement, and that's how the kids win. But one of you is secretly one of the children is secretly the killer, and he's going around trying to kill everyone.
And then if you get this, he's pretty big and pretty strong, so like you can't like 1v1 him or anything.
But I recorded a few games. I'll see if I can find a killer one. Yeah, this is the one where I was playing as the killer. So I was pretending to be the detective boy, but I was secretly the killer, and I couldn't figure out how to use my ability. So there's 2 killers at the moment. There's the one killer that I think he can lay down traps, because these doors usually the kids can't get through, but the killer can open them, and he can choose when they open and close. And also because if you get hit by 3 things by the kids, you respawn in like the control room, and you have all like these CCTV cameras where you can watch everything. But basically, I think I don't know, unless you're playing fully with random. So I think the best thing to do is either queue up by yourself, play with a bunch of random people.
I think it's funnier.
You don't know.
It's funnier with friends though, because then you can.
But I think the best way to play is probably in game. This is when I was turning into the killer and I was trying to lay down trap. You have to be looking like directly at the ground to place the trap, which is what I couldn't figure out. Which is really annoying.
Basically, place it right in front of you is what you can do. Okay.
But also because this guy has the ability where you can disguise yourself as a different child. So I could pretend to be like Andy or Michael or someone, right? Instead of my character, because that's where nameplates comes in. Because you only know who's who by what they look like.
Yeah.
So I think nameplates being turned on doesn't really make a lot of sense. I don't think that's a good feature. Because it's in beta at the moment, or it was. I don't know if it still is in open beta.
I thought it was released very recently, or was it?
No, it's in beta. It's beta. So I found the best way because you can set.
You're playing 0.1, so I guess yeah.
Yeah. So because you can set all the matches are in custom lobbies, and I was like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" So I was kind of pretending to be part of the team while trying to take these guys out, but then I couldn't figure out how to use half the abilities, so I didn't have that much of a good time. But Andy, why are you shooting me? You're the traitor. You're the traitor. He's the secret killer. But I understood the game more because there's not really a tutorial for the game, but I understood the game more when I was a survivor and I played with some random guys that knew what they were doing, and I just followed them around and they showed me how to get around the house and stuff, and I found it a lot easier once I've played with those guys.
Yeah.
We were also playing with just the 4 of us, Dave, Andy, and Michael, and I think Michael got selected a killer and he had no idea what he's doing, and he kind of gave himself away like almost instantly, and he was like, I don't know what I'm doing. But I'd say, this game is pretty fun. Like, there's different classes so there's the clown as well for the killer, which lets you do something. I don't remember what the clown does, but he has different abilities to this guy. But there's like
what do the children do then?
So I'm playing the detective, and what mine does is it gives me a picture of somewhere where there's a key in the house.
Yeah.
So I always know where to go. Then I played as like this little girl who she can inspire other people to run. So she goes run, and it's like on a cooldown. And when I shout, everyone around me gets a speed boost, and it also has a quest feature. So I got killed there because they realized I was the killer, and you spawn in like this surveillance room. But she has this ability where she's like, run! And there's also a tiny little quest attached to it. Where... So this is the girl I was talking about. It has a quest attached to it. Where if you inspire enough people, then you... it reduces the cooldown or something like that.
Okay.
So there's other mini games and stuff. Yeah. So it's kind of incentivized to keep buffing up your friends to unlock this quest sort of thing. I think these are the guys I was with. Because you always want to take you want the flashlight to be able to see. You want to take an item to be able to throw at the killer. But you have limited space. But the good thing about there's one called Backpack Kid, and he has more space. That's like his special ability. Not a flossing guy.
No flossing guy.
No, but he has like more space, so he can carry like. Because there's other items. There's like glue, so you can throw glue down on the floor that'll slow people down. And so there's a gun in the game that you can shoot the killer with. But it's only got like 1 bullet, or it's very limited ammo.
So, is it like a shotgun, or is it like a pistol?
I don't know. It's probably like a BB gun because they're kids.
Oh, maybe. Are they like trying to like?
So
steal, like,
basically,
an old
these
shotgun?
guys knew what they were doing. I was following them around. They kind of knew what they were looking for, and I found it a lot easier to play the game with that. Would I recommend this game? I would only recommend getting this game if you're going to get it with a bunch of friends and play in your own lobby.
I would say
is
it's
what
like,
I would say. In the state it is now in beta, it was
Yeah.
very like buggy and stuff.
it's also a little bit simplistic after you
in the
know what you're
beta.
doing. I think
But I did enjoy playing the
Yeah.
game. I would recommend it.
it's fun. It's fun to watch, I think, as well. But
Yeah,
Is there only
it's
one
like there's only one
Okay.
house, and I think it's always the same. The layout.
yeah,
The gates change based on the killer opening and closing them, but I think the
it's
layout of the house is similar. So this is like the toy gun that I found.
Oh, okay, it's a toy gun. Okay,
I guess it's a toy gun.
it looks like a toy gun.
But we're looking for the killer, and I think the killer is Michael this round, so he doesn't know what he's doing. But yeah, I think that's the end of the podcast. So, anything you want to say before we go, Tony?
What was PMon? You have to say. That's the real question.
It's not on rails. You can Inbetween Podcast. You can check us out and everything Inbetween Podcast on YouTube, twitch.tv/Scorn if you want to watch live. At Scorn2000 on Twitter, where I'll post about podcast VODs and when we're going live.
Yeah.
Next week's probably going to be Gamescom, so check out for that. Goodbye.
Bye.